Pipers recital to mark International Uilleann Piping Day. Today we are delighted to share the rich and vibrant tradition of Irish music that is alive and thriving in the heart of St Mary's. Our traditional Irish Music Society is a testament to the cultural values of our college by bringing people together and by celebrating our heritage. Through the efforts of our dedicated members, our society has become a pillar of cultural expression, fostering an environment where students and community members alike can come together to enjoy traditional Irish music. This academic year, Rosie and I have taken on the organisation and management of the society to bring it to its full potential. As BEd3 music students, we are incredibly passionate about music and appreciate it as an expressive outlet, as well as valuing it for its social advantages. Our event today marks International Uilleann Piping Day, a celebration which is appreciated throughout the world. We are delighted to have Conor Mallon, Peter McKenna and Uilleann Walls with us to showcase this unique and iconic instrument. Our esteemed guest, Conor Mallon, is joined by the St Mary's students and society members, Peter and Uilleann. All three are established pipers, achieving various awards throughout their careers. Conor Mallon from County Armagh is described as leading the next generation of pipers. Conor's debut album, On Earth, was released earlier this year and has been nominated for the prestigious award NI Music Prizes Album of the Year. Peter and Uilleann from Tyrone and Antrim are no strangers to the stage. Representing our society, Peter and Uilleann have 11 All-Ireland titles between them and have performed in prestigious locations. Find out more about them in your programme. Before we invite Uilleann to the stage, we want to thank everybody for attending our event. We really appreciate it. I hope you all had a chance to grab a tray bake and a cup of tea, and now we can sit back, relax and enjoy an afternoon of fantastic music.
you on with a piece called O'Carlin's Concerto, so I hope you enjoy. I'm now going to finish up with a couple of frills. The first one's called Colonel Fraser's, and then the second one's called The Woman of the House. And before I finish, I'd like to thank Ciara and Rosie for organising this, and then also to John and Francis for helping out with the trad talk. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy Conor and Peter. So there's great music to come. Thanks very much.
a city beside Venice over the weekend there playing, and there was the altitudes and the temperatures of the environments affects the reeds, so I'm just looking at excuses to cover myself here. Right, so I'll start off with I'll get the slow air out of the road first. So this slow air is slow air will be played by Mick O'Brien from Dublin. I learned it off. It's called and sang by Doris Keane, called The May Morning Dew. And then I'll follow that off. I'll see what reel I go into, and then I'll introduce that reel. So. they're not in tune, but they're not supposed to be in tune anyway. So. Normally in Irish music you'll be playing jigs and reels and polkas and slides and hornpipes, and sometimes people like to try and do other things. So this isn't really this first tune's not really an Irish music tune. It's more of it's a tune associated with making animal sounds, and the Uilleann pipes make some very funny noises. So this tune is a tune a group of musicians came together to make tunes that could imitate the sounds of animals. So between hounds and hens, that's what we were kind of getting tunes out of. So this one is about hens, and it's called the Hen Concert. And then I'll probably go into something a reel. I'll go into a reel called Seamus Annis's version of Johnny's Welcome to Charlie's. That's an Irish reel, and Seamus Annis was a piper from Dublin. He used to travel around in the 1940s. He was brought he was commissioned from the state with a bike, a push bike, and a pen and paper to go around all of Ireland to gather tunes. And a lot of these tunes would be common Irish reels, but he would have changed the version of it to suit pipes and just put his own wee stamp on it basically. So I'll give that a rattle anyway. And I forgot to say, the second tune I played in that first set was actually what was it called? The Gooseberry Bush. So this is hard, like. think that leaves me with one more set of tunes. But before I finish off, I'd like to thank Rosie and Ciara for they've been doing excellent work with the Trad Society in some areas this year. It's great to see because Belfast of all cities in Ireland has the best music, and there's so many students that are coming to Belfast and they play music every week. If you go to Dublin's great too, but Dublin's very spread out, and Cork and Galway are good too, but very spread out cities, and there's great opportunities and great potential in Belfast to do lots of things. It's great that I think they deserve a big round of applause. So I'm going to finish off with a hop jig, a couple of hop jigs into a reel. First one's called As Pat Came Down the Hill. And I don't know what he's doing there, but he went down the hill anyway. And the second one is called The Dusty Miller. And then the third one's a reel called The Holly Bush. And there's a great mural of fiddle player. Is it Sean McGuire doing the Falls Road there? They're just around the corner. So you know any Belfast ones here? Anyone from Falls?
Yep.
Do you know the painting of the mural of the fiddle player? Is it Sean McGuire?
Yeah, Sean McGuire, yeah.
Yeah, so I think he composed this tune when he was a teenager. It's called The Holly Bush.
He played with my parents. My parents were all Ireland champion dancers, and he was there too.
He was some act, wasn't he?
Brilliant.
Yeah, he was brilliant. There's some great archives of him playing this guitar player, singing a lot of stuff, and RT. But then you'd be glad to know I'm away for good, then you don't have to worry about me.
whenever I was growing up through the Armagh Pipers Club, like Peter, we kind of heard of all these amazing pipers coming up in a younger generation, and you've just heard two of them. They're absolutely out of this world. You're very, very lucky to have them in the faculty here. All I can say is I'm glad that they're going into teaching, because they're not going to take my job maybe as a solo piper or a full-time musician really. I'll start off by playing a couple of different tunes that I planned to do. So I'll start off by playing a reel called The Lady's Cup of Tea, and I'll go into another one called Corny's Coming. try a set of jigs, and I'm actually going to play one that Jane played as well because I can't think of another one. First one is, where's Jane? What was your first tune? That one. I'm going to do that one, and then I'll follow it with another two piping classics, and Rugger Do, and then I'll finish up that set with another jig called Coppers and Brass. Thank you. So as Peter had said there as well, pipers are they're known for their tuning. So there's a rule that pipers tune for 90% of the time, and the other 10% is spent playing out of tune. So I'll tune this other set up here. Just give me 2 seconds. This is I'm playing 2 sets today. They're both made in America. They're both made in upstate New York and Vermont, from a duo called Benedict Core and David Quinn. Quite lucky to have very reliable pipes. They're it's the worst thing about pipers. Their pipes are always breaking on them. You never get them fixed. So you kind of need them to be nice and reliable. So I'm quite lucky that I've got somewhat reliable touchwood pipes. So this is a set pitched in C, and they're made out of Honduras rosewood and brass. So this will put you to sleep now, these drones. Definitely jinxed myself there. So I'm gonna follow up with a slow air that I actually recorded on my solo album. It's called Maneranach Ban. So as Peter had said there as well, the pipes are known for, all their squawks and moans and groans and all the noises that kind of embellish. So the part of my solo album was funded by the Arts Council, and the idea, the initial concept was to actually take all those, the sounds of the bellows, the key flicks, and all the sounds and ambient noises you get from the pipes, and then turn them into a percussive element in behind my own tunes. So this is the only one I'm going to play today that's actually on the album. It's more of a traditional tune. So this is Maneranach Ban. Hope you enjoy. Definitely jinxed myself. I'll chance another one on these, seeing as they're in tune now. I'll try two tunes that I learnt from my sister Emer on the harp. The first one is, it's called The Eagle's Whistle. And then the second tune is a tune called The Monster's Cloak. So these are, the reason why I love kind of playing these pipes as opposed to the concert pitch. It kind of creates that droney element, takes you away. It's almost like an organ at times. Takes you away into another world. So close your eyes, have a wee listen. This is The Eagle's Whistle and Monster's Cloak. brace yourselves, it's going to get loud again. I'm actually going to finish up with this one. It's a set of hornpipes. Unusual one to finish on, but it's two tunes that I got from the playing of Mick O'Brien from Dublin. Fantastic piper, and somebody that I learnt an awful lot from growing up over the years. So the first one is called Cuckoo's Nest, and the second one is Higgins Hornpipe. Thank you all very much for listening. Hope you haven't ruined your lunch. Very much. Last thing, big round of applause again for the girls, but I think, is there anybody here in the trad sock? Well, most of these are probably all the trad sock. Yeah. So there's, I think you are very, very lucky that you are growing up in a time where look at me like I'm talking like I'm 70 odd, but you are very, very lucky that you're growing up in a time where music is thriving. The city is booming with music. There's sessions every night of the week. The trad sock is the heart of that for here. I was quite fortunate but unfortunate I went to university in Queen's and did computer science, but the trad society was maybe 3 people at that stage whenever I was growing up. So I think you are going through uni, so I think you are so lucky. So cherish that and attend all these events when possible. So massive round of applause again for the girls. Thank you.